boy Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today, man? So, hey, I was live earlier with my boy Landlord. We were drunk trapping. We brought y'all some of our thoughts about rookie training camp. We brought the brother Coach Marv on to chop it up with us. So, I'm back. I'm gonna give y'all about another hour of content, man. We're gonna talk about a couple more of the offseason things going on. Some quotes coming out from rookie mini camp. Dallas Cowboys finally assessing the kicker position. Uh, Dan Quinn made some comments, in regards to what Michael Parsons stated about being a full time linebacker. So there's a bunch of different things to unpack, man. There's some things from schematically we can talk about. There's some things personnel wise we can talk about. So the liquor store is open for session, man. So if y'all trying to get drunk on the Dallas Cowboys content, man, y'all come on in. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that share button, and make sure you hit a couple of Eagle fans, man. Because remember, if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, you will get half off all the items in the liquor store. So I encourage you, please use your discount while supplies last, man. So we got gin, hen, Eagles tears, all that on deck. So hey, just come on in, make sure your hand's strong, and hey, you can help yourself to a bottle, get you a shot, do whatever you want to do, man. It's Saturday, time to unwind after a long week of the grind, man. So hey, Jameson Taylor, I see you, my boy. Mike Aldana, I see you. Regina Green, thank y'all for tapping into the liquor store and showing love to the channel, man. I need all y'all to hit that like button, hit that share button. Let them know that the liquor store is open for session, man. Also, if you want to participate and get yourself a free Dallas Cowboy jersey, all you got to do is send $5 to $ Hennythemoor if you want to enter the raffle, and you got it from now until the 31st to do so. So if you want a chance to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey or you're liking, just send $5 to the Cash App, and it's floating at the bottom that right there. Like on them snow days at school, that was at the bottom right there going across. Hey, Ruben Hernandez, what's up with you, man? Hey, it's never too early to drink on a Saturday. Y'all come on into the liquor store, man. Never too early to drink on a Saturday. So yeah, man. So now there's some folks pouring into the liquor store, man. Let me go ahead and let's go jump right into the content, man. Without further ado, my boy said the Blue Jays final 5-2. Okay, cool. Salute to your team, man. I'm not a big baseball guy, but I'm happy that your team, is having success, man. I'm happy that your team is having success. So we're gonna talk about something that damn near cost us a playoff game last year, right? So this is something that I'm excited about. And you listen, this is not really big news, in regards, to like overall personnel. You need a kicker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really know what you need until you ain't got one. You know what I'm saying? At one point last year, we ain't had no long snapper. We eventually got one in the building. Hey, Michael Autry, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping into the liquor store. Appreciate you for coming in and showing love, man. I need you to hit that like button, hit that share button, man. Let them know the liquor store is open for business. So John Fossil made some comments about kicker. We know what happened in the postseason, with Brett Mayer missing a litany of kicks. So, he's no longer here. He kicked his way out of Dallas. And, we have to find a replacement. So this is the current status of the Dallas Cowboys kicker search. Who they in this? Q-Ball, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in. John Fossil says the Cowboys are still evaluating kickers from free agent veterans, the XFL, the USFL, etc. He mentioned NFL vets like Robbie Gould, Mason Crosby, Ryan Succop, right? So those are 3 veteran kickers that are still on the open market. Pretty good kickers, pretty good. He said also Cowboys special team coach John Fossil on the team's situation at kicker. Well, we got Tristan Vizcaino on the roster. I think anybody else on earth who is not on the team right now. Hold on, I gotta pull this up because it's sort of cut off on my screen. So y'all bear with me. Let me pull it up so I can read it on my phone. Oh yeah. He said, I think anybody else on earth who is not on the team right now is under consideration. All right. So the Dallas Cowboys are doing their due diligence, in trying to locate a suitable kicker. And just to be just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. We damn near, lost both playoff games due to the kicking situation. Justin Kitchens, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping into the liquor store, man. And he should have hit that like button, hit that share button, man. Let them know the liquor store is open for business, my guy. So listen, we damn near lost both playoffs games because of the kicker. Like he missed, I don't know how many extra points in the Buccaneers game. Thank God, Dak Prescott had one of the best playoff performances in franchise history. So it was never close. It was never a close game for that to actually matter. But he missed a bunch of extra points that kept that game way closer than it had to be. We should have been up way more than we actually were, and we were up a lot. He missed the extra point during the 49ers game that actually changed the trajectory of that playoff game. Because remember, because he missed the kick, it stayed 6-6. So instead of going up 7-3, we only went up 6-3. So when they kicked the field goal and tied it up, say they could have still been behind. We could have still had the lead, for longer in that game. And you never know, the play calling might have changed because of that. Stephen White, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store. Hey, everybody coming into the liquor store, man, I need y'all to work your hands for me, man. Hit that like button for me. Hit that share button. Slap you a couple Eagle fans, man. Hit that Cash App. We're still doing the raffle for the Dallas Cowboy jersey. So, I need y'all to work your hands when coming into the liquor store, man. And then after you do all that, then you can grab your bottle. But yeah, so the kicker situation really cost us because outside of the points left off of the board, right? It also changed the trajectory of the game because teams do not call games the same way, depending on the score, time in the game, so on and so forth. So you're not going to call the same offensive plays if you're up, compared to when it's a tie ball game or when you're losing. So it affected both games. We were able to have such a great offensive showing in the Buccaneers game. It didn't end up mattering. But in that 49ers game, it was very nip and tuck. Every point counted. So I think it changed the trajectory of that game just by him missing that extra point in that game. So we need a kicker. And most importantly, we need a kicker that will show up in the postseason. Because I want y'all to remember this. Like, I know Brett Maher messed up so badly, that we don't want to talk about the good that he did throughout the course of the season. But during the course of the regular season, Brett Maher was one of the better kickers in the National Football League. Hey, what's up with you, Michael Lockhart? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel, my guy. But yeah, listen, hey, Brett Maher was one of the best kickers in the National Football League throughout the course of the regular season. It was in the postseason where everything fell apart. It was in the postseason where he messed up. The spotlight was too big for him. So, we don't necessarily need a kicker that's going to be great during the regular season. We need a guy that's kicked in the postseason, that kicked, in Super Bowls, that's not going to fold under pressure. That's the kind of kicker I want the Dallas Cowboys to sign. A young up-and-coming kicker is not somebody that I'm interested in. I would my choice would be somebody like Robbie Gould, who's kicked in the postseason. If I'm not mistaken, Robbie Gould has never missed a postseason kick before. We know that Mason Crosby played with the Packers for a very long time. They made multiple playoff runs. So, he's kicked in the postseason a lot, made a lot of postseason kicks. What's up with you, Ed Lockhart? Thank you for tapping into the liquor store. He made a lot of clutch postseason kicks. Hell, he really made the kick against Dallas in 2016 to beat us. So, he's a very capable kicker. Yeah, he's not a long kicker, but I don't want us trying to kick long field goals no way. You know what I'm saying? I just want when we decide to kick the field goal, we can make it. If that means we got to get a little bit closer, we just got to get a little bit closer. But I need somebody, that's not going to miss extra points. I need somebody that's reliable, kicking extra points and field goals in the postseason, because that's what really matters. That's when you're going to really play all your close games. Your most high pressure games are going to be in the postseason. So a guy like Robbie Gould, a guy like Mason Crosby, even Ryan Succop, I would take his experience over a younger kicker right now. You know what I'm saying? Just as quiet as kept. That's what I would prefer, a younger guy. So, with that said, at least the Dallas Cowboys are not sitting on their hands. They're actively trying to improve the kicker position. And, I would hate for us to have an outstanding offense and outstanding defense and let special teams hold us back. You know what I'm saying? I would hate for the reason that we're not able to win our 6th championship to be, on the shoulders of a kicker. So thank God that John Fossil is not, trying to bring back Brett Maher. Thank God they're not trying to rely on a super young kicker that hasn't done it at a high level before. Now listen, they are doing their due diligence. They are looking at the XFL, the USFL, all the other stuff. But they're still looking at veteran kickers. 9 times out of 10, the veteran kickers should beat out the young bucks. They're just the way of the world. Just because you're a good kicker in college or XFL, UFSFL, wherever the hell you kicked at, does not mean that you're going to be a good kicker, at the NFL level. So I'm glad that the Dallas Cowboys are open to signing a veteran kicker, and hopefully that is the direction that they end up going. Because God knows, the alternative is not good. So yeah, my point of view, bring in a guy that can kick in the postseason, and we're all set. That's how I feel about that. So moving along, so we talked about the Dallas Cowboys actually taking the time out of their lives to evaluate the kicker position. Wrench Gang, yo, what's up with you, DP Johnson? Thank you for tapping into the liquor store, my guy. Double R, what's up with you, man? So now that we got that out the way, let's talk about some offense. You know that I am partial to the offense. I'm not going to lie to you. And this is more schematic than anything. I hope y'all take the XFL serious on all notes, though they got some damn good talent, and I heard it's going to become like a feeder league to the NFL. Yo, David Sorrell, what's up with you, man? And listen, it's damn near like that now. The Dallas Cowboys have already signed a player from the XFL. We signed the XFL's MVP, remember? He's on your team right now. So the Dallas Cowboys definitely take, the XFL seriously. And listen, you can. I know that he did not return a touchdown for us or do this or do that like I wanted him to, but may it be? Oh, that's the UFFL that whatchamacallit was in. Either way, the Dallas Cowboys, they take these other leagues seriously. Either way, they take it seriously, and because they got a good return on the investment, they got a Pro Bowl player out of a secondary, out of a secondary league. They're gonna keep going. They're gonna keep going back there. He said Cook versus Cook, Dalvin Cook all day, every day. If Dalvin Cook becomes available, the Dallas Cowboys need to sign him. All right, so now we're going to talk about some comments made by the new offensive coordinator, Brian Schottenheimer. Thank you. It was the UFFL. Hey, listen, they got so many little minor leagues now. Like, I can't keep up with this shit. But I appreciate y'all for letting me know and correcting me. New Cowboys OC. Yeah, he supposed to be a post June. Yeah, he supposed to be a post June the first cut. The new Cowboys OC, Brian Schottenheimer. Look, the system is not broken. They've won a lot of games here. Mike has been. Hold on. I gotta read this off of my phone. So my eyes bad. Y'all forgive me. I don't expect y'all to be able to see that. Here we go. Okay. Look, the system is not broken. They've won a lot of games here. Mike McCarthy has been around for that. They've scored a ton of points. I have a ton of respect for Kellen Moore, Doug Nussmeier, Skip, Pete, Joe Philbine, and those guys. So they are. So what he's saying, I don't think they're going to completely overhaul everything in regards to the offensive scheme. But I do know they're not going to be running a bunch of curl routes. They're not going to be running a bunch of stop routes. The offensive system in the West Coast offense is predicated on attacking the field horizontally, meaning side to side. That's why there's a lot of quick in-breaking routes like slants, crossing routes, over routes. Those will be the kind of routes ran. Some flood concepts. Those will be the things that will be implemented in this offense to take the place of stop routes. Because everything based in the West Coast offense is always based on run after the catch, getting the ball in the playmaker's hands, letting them do work. You can't really expect to get yak on a stop route, right? You're playing into the hands of the defense at that point, so you really cannot expect to get extra yardage on a stop route. So that's why that's going to get taken out. That's why you're going to see more concepts like that, more flood concepts, more over routes, more crossing routes, more slants, more screens, more passes to the running backs. So I agree. There were some passing concepts within Kellen Moore schemes that did work. You scored a lot of points, but it was goofy, to run a bunch of stop routes with no counters. You were running stop routes with no stop and goals installed. You were running all curls. You were running guys into the same area of the field. So it did not work. It did not work out a lot, for the Dallas Cowboys situationally, especially when they played good defenses like the 49ers. So yeah, listen, there will not be a bunch of stop routes and curl routes. That is not what Mike McCarthy does. That is not what Brian Schottenheimer does. There are, and listen, like 9 times out of 10, every offense already has some West Coast concepts built into them. Oh, Bruce, why y'all out here wilding in my chat box like this, man? Oh, I gotta put this one up. That shit made me laugh a little bit. He said, but Henny, who will send Terrence Steele and Josh Ball on curl routes now? Nobody, thank God. No, nobody. Oh my God. Yeah, man, that was horrible. That man out there had the damn offensive lineman running curl routes. But yeah, hold on, let me take this down. So yeah, I definitely think, just on the fact that there are going to be more opportunities for these 40 wide receivers to run after the catch. There's going to be more opportunities to get yak. There will be more opportunities for running backs like Tony Pollard, who's a great pass catching running back, to be involved in the passing game. There's going to be more opportunity for Dak Prescott to get the ball out quicker. So I think the new system is not only going to help the wide receivers and the quarterback, but it should also help the offensive line. We know the offensive line struggled in pass protection, given how they ranked, as an overall unit. So we'll see what happens. I definitely think it's going to work out in the favor of the offense, but we'll see. Yo, Michael McQuaid, what's up with y'all, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store. Since y'all are up here real quick, let me give y'all a quick little update. Yo, Tyler 2, what's up with you, man? What's your other account, Tyler 2? What's going on? Did somebody, hey, listen, anybody that's part of the Wrench Gang, please do not block anybody from the page. You know what I'm saying? Don't block anybody, because my brother Keystone is also having issues viewing the page. So, I ask that you don't block anybody from viewing the page or anything like that. So yeah, so I don't know. You know, Keystone also had issues like that. He was telling me he ain't been able to jump onto the page. Yo, Eli, what's good with you, man? Thank you for tapping into the liquor store and showing love. Yep, this is going to be a passing offense that is predicated on timing and the drop. So since I got y'all in here, man, let me get y'all a quick update on the raffle. I'm going to let everybody know how many entries y'all got for the one on the 31st, and then we'll move on from there. And then we'll get right back to the content. I just want to keep y'all in the loop. So Michael Lockhart, you have 3 entries. Marquetta, you have 9. Mickey has 16. Neil has 10. Donald Holmes has 9. Dwayne Brown has 7. Stephen Jones has 2. Antonio Cole got 4. Tyler Sloan has 1. JC has 1. David Sorrells has 1. Sharon Bell. Yeah, I know, right? Sharon Bell has 1. DC for Life Texas has 4. Christopher Boats has 2. Salter has 2. Justin has 11. Taiwan has 3. Freight Train 4. King G 1. Richard Davis 1. And Michael McQuay has 4. So that's the current standings for the raffle on the 31st. If you want to improve your chances of winning the Dallas Cowboy jersey, hit the Cash App at $Hennythemoor. And now that is out of the way, let's get right back to the content, man. Now that is out the way, let's get right back to it. But Henny, what if it's a turd bird? Don't block them either. Yeah, listen, unless they are disrespectful in the chat, you know, talking about people mamas, you know, unsavory kind of shit, then, you know, you can let them hang around. Trolls or bring clicks too. You know what I'm saying? So let them hate. Let them hate. Cause listen, they're the weird ones that come onto the channel and watch Cowboys content. They are the ones that are Houston Texans fans and Philadelphia fans watching a Dallas Cowboys page. So let them be goofy. All right, so this next one is going to be about the brother of Deuce Vaughn. Hey, shout out to Michael McQuay for the $5 donation. They got you another entry for the Dallas Cowboy jersey, my brother. So that now puts you at 5 entries. So salute to you, my guy. Salute to you. So y'all want to be like Michael, and improve your chances of winning a Dallas Cowboy jersey, just hit the Cash App, man. And we will, you know, wrap it up on the 31st and then do the drawing. Who blocked you? Yeah, hey, listen. From now on, nobody block anybody from the page, please. For real. I need y'all to not block anybody from the page. Because if people keep getting blocked, I'm gonna have to usurp some of these wrenches. So, you know, everybody keep it cool, keep it cordial with everybody in the chat. You know, just don't block nobody out for the page. Please and thank you. Especially not no fellow Cowboys fans. Hey, does he know he won a landlord raffle? He sure did. Michael McQuay, you won landlord raffle. Have you already reached out to him? Give him your melon. That's crazy. Hey, man. I think he knows. I think he does know. We believe you, Double R. We believe you. Dak will be great in the West Coast offense. I agree. I think Dak Prescott will put up MVP caliber numbers. All right, so Cowboys director of player personnel Will McClay praised 6th-round pick Deuce Vaughn during their Doomsday podcast. Because this is from Ed Werner. He was taken entirely because of his football ability. McClay's comps for Deuce Vaughn were Tariq Cohen, Bart Scott, and Darren Sproles. So I like that he gave him a public vote of confidence, And it's hard. Like some of y'all may or may not know this, but when you're the coach's kid, like you get picked. You get picked on a little bit. They think you're there just because your people's pull strings for you. Well, in reality, you really get it harder. Like you get coached harder. You're expected to do more. Like you really get it worse than everybody else. But the perception is, like you got spoon fed that position. So I'm happy that he gave Deuce Vaughn a public vote of confidence, and he was an exceptional. He said, Henny, this O-line is a little real iffy this season. We'll talk about it in just 1 second. I'm gonna finish this about Deuce Vaughn, then we can talk about the O-line real quick because I actually got an O-line quote. So that actually is a perfect segue, Eli. So I appreciate you. See, y'all be adding value to the channel just like that. And that's perfect segue. So listen, people talk about the story. It's a beautiful story. Getting drafted to the team where your father works at. But Deuce Vaughn, was one of the most explosive and electrifying players in all of college football. And he has been for multiple seasons. He's not a flash in the pan running back. He's not a one-hit wonder. You know what I'm saying? Like he went down there to TCU and put in some work. Regardless of his height, regardless of his overall size, he was a very productive runner. Back-to-back seasons with over 1,500 yards all-purpose. 2021, he had 1,404 rushing yards and 18 rushing touchdowns to go along with 468 receiving touchdowns and 4 receiving touchdowns. So that's 22 touchdowns right there in one season. Then last year, 1,295 yards rushing, 7 touchdowns. And then he also added another 348 receiving. So Deuce Vaughn is a very capable player, very explosive, dynamic. He does a lot of good things, man. Yeah, is it wrong to support more than one creative? I support Henny and Landlord and West Coast. Nah, you supposed to support everybody, man. And especially hey, look, those are my brothers in this Dallas Cowboy content, man. So salute to them. Y'all make sure if y'all ain't already joined their pages, y'all do that as well. Like their videos, show their chat some love when they live, man. Yeah, I got a lot of love and respect for those guys, man. Yo, Israel Madrid, what's up with you, my guy? Thanks for tapping into the liquor store and showing love to the channel. I appreciate the support, man. So yeah, Deuce Vaughn is a dog. Like Deuce Vaughn is a dog. Anybody saying that he got picked up just because his daddy is in the scouting department, that's not the case. Even if he did not get drafted, he would have been picked up as an undrafted free agent. Even if he didn't get drafted, he would have been a UDFA that would have probably made anybody's roster. So I like him. I like what he brings. I just don't know what he can give me year one. But I think he's a weapon that you can put into the scheme. Actually, you make a couple plays here and there. Maybe design 2 or 3 plays, get him to open space. I like him. So shout out to Deuce Vaughn, his pops. So let's see. It looks like I might have too many. Yeah, it looks like I actually had too many of these things up here. So let me delete a couple of these. Henny, what's good? Keep putting in work, black man. The sky's the limit for you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know he's a scout, but still, people look at your pops being somebody in the organization, and they do that. And like I be calling him coach. He was an offensive coordinator for my Razorbacks at one point. So I like Deuce Vaughn. Matter of fact, Deuce Vaughn was actually born in Fayetteville, Arkansas, while his daddy was on the coaching staff for the Razorbacks. So that's why I said coach's son. He's not a coach in Dallas, but he's from a coaching background, and he's on the team. So like I said, guys like that grow up as a coach's son, they usually get the short end of the stick from the other guys in the locker room, even as an adult. So All right, so let's move along to this comment by OG Big Duke. Because we were just talking about the offensive line being a little shaky. It is a little shaky. It is. But Big Duke, surprisingly, because I did not really think too highly of this player, Chuma Edoga. Big Duke thinks highly of him. He said he's a quality backup. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a scout on this team. And listen, Edoga is a guy who has not played up to his full potential in the NFL at this point. But I like that Big Duke gave him the seal of approval. But because Big Duke does not hold back. And Big Duke was publicly not a fan of Waletzko. You know what I'm saying? Like, Big Duke was not a fan of Waletzko. And he let that be known. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when Big Duke has good things to say about the offensive lineman, he really means it. He's not on payroll by the Dallas Cowboys. He's an independent contractor. These guys are going to come to him regardless because he's one of the best in the business. So, his word means something. So him saying that Chuma Edoga, is going to be a quality backup for the Dallas Cowboys, I like that because I just don't need any Josh Balls. I just don't need any Chaz Greens or things like that going on with the offensive line. If he can be serviceable, we got other guys that can come in and start for me. And to answer your question about how shaky the offensive line is at this point, it's only shaky, if they don't do the right thing like Spike Lee. If they put Tyler Smith out there at left guard, what he's saying, even he can't get him right. What you mean? Elaborate for me, my G. Michael H. Elaborate for me. Hey, Henny, what's about that player name from Mexico? Could he be a potential starter at any time? Think he on the practice squad? No, they moved that boy to defensive tackle, so it's a wrap for him. I don't think he's gonna even make the team. They haven't played with the church's money. They moved that boy from offensive line to defensive tackle. Alacorn, yeah, no. I think the door is shut on that. Because the Dallas Cowboys, did not address the offensive line early on. So even he can't get him right. Okay. Are they good enough to beat the Cowboys? Who? Any given Sunday in the NFL. Any given Sunday. I did not think the Packers were good enough to beat us last year, but we lost. We were a better overall team, and we lost. So, we just got to handle business when we play these other teams. So it's not really the question of if a team is good enough. It's going to be do we play good enough? You know what I'm saying? Because all these guys are professionals. But yeah, so back. Oh yeah, I almost lost my train of thought. So I said all that to say the Dallas Cowboys did not address offensive line early. They took the defensive tackle, over getting an offensive lineman. They took a tight end over getting an offensive lineman. They took a linebacker over getting an offensive lineman. They took a pass rusher /3 tech over getting an offensive lineman in the first 4 rounds and waited round 5 to get an offensive lineman. So the Dallas Cowboys, in their mind, feel very comfortable with the offensive line depth. The only way that is feasible is if Tyler Smith is on the field and Tyron Smith is on the field at the same time. Your best 5, as I've said time and time again, sound like a broken record. Because I say this like 2 or 3 times a show. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hammer this shit home. The best offensive lineup they can put out there now with the current personnel is Tyron at left tackle, Tyler at left guard, Biadasz at center, Martin at right guard, Steele at right tackle. So that's the best 5 they can put out there. That's everybody's best position right now. So if that's not if that is not the offensive line going forward, then they grossly mishandled the offensive line room. I have my questions about how we will hold up in pass protection and how well we'll be able to run the ball. So, that is going to decide a lot. Richardson going to surprise some people. He's going to push for snaps at that left guard position. I think Cowboys' philosophy is flex position for O-line. Thus, they can convert anybody to field guard position. My humble opinion. Man, we better hope that's the case, right? Because last year they were 28th in pass protection. The year before that they were in the low 20s. The year before that they were in the low 20s. So the Dallas Cowboys are eventually going to have to get it right. They are going to eventually have to get that right. He said, "Oh, you talking about the board from North Carolina?" See, I'm hearing that they're going to treat him as a guard. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how strong he is to hold up against defensive tackles. I don't know if he has the required strength right now to be a very good guard, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's young. He definitely would have to beat out guys like Matt Forniak. I still believe like Tyler Smith is a better option right there right now. So we'll see. We'll see. They said they would try and repeat the Tyler Smith success again. But see, the Tyler Smith was a first round pick though. You know what I'm saying? It's different getting a first round prospect that you can imagine being a guard than relying on somebody like, like Asim in the 5th round, who was a 5th round prospect, or relying on Matt Forniak, or relying on this person or that person to make the jump to a different position. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. The Dallas Cowboys have hit a lot of times on offensive line, right? Because they found Tyler Biadasz in the 4th round. I don't think he's the best. I don't think he's the world's best center or anything like that, but he's a starting center. I know it's more of a popularity contest, but he made a Pro Bowl selection. Terrence Steele, I swear by him, he was an undrafted free agent. So, you don't always have to find your offensive lineman in the 1st round or early rounds or anything like that. But it helps. It helps. Michael said, I just support Henny, landlord, West Coast law. They speak the truth. I wish I could do this. I mean, you don't have to wish, man. You can do this. You know what I'm saying? The only difference between me and you is I turn my camera on and I jump on here and be talking to people. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to do this this content stuff, man, all you got to do, start you a YouTube page, download Restream, and just get on, just hit the go live button and start talking. You know what I'm saying? Said T. Smith was a desperate move, even caught Cowboys by surprise. I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, because if you remember the reports going to last offseason, the Dallas Cowboys were viewing Tyler Smith as you talking about Terrence Steele? Yeah, Terrence Steele. But still for Tyler Smith, like, they didn't know he was gonna work out at left tackle year 1. They didn't even plan to play him at left tackle last year. Tyron Smith tearing the muscle off his damn knee is the reason that he even started playing left tackle, and he surprised me in that regard. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Terrence Steele was a surprise too. Yeah. They both were surprises, bro. Because remember, like, he wasn't even supposed to be playing that position. They said last offseason they viewed him as a guard. He would be the starting left guard. You know what I'm saying? So, Henny, Asim is pronounced awesome. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind. A lot of y'all are really high on the board, man. So, hey, I'm gonna give the board a chance. I wasn't really high on the draft pick, but I'm not an offensive line savant. So, if some of the guys that study all this offensive line film and really delve into the tape like that, swear bound, and like, who am I to not give the guy a chance? You know what I'm talking about? Terrence Steele was at the end of the depth chart at that time. Yeah. Hey, but that's the beautiful thing about the NFL. Like sometimes all you need is opportunity. You know, because remember going to Dak Prescott's rookie year, like he was behind Cooper. He was behind he was behind Kellen Moore. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you need an opportunity to actually get on the field. But some of these guys, man, you know, because some of these guys, man, are not, you know, practice players. Like some of these guys are actual gamers. Like some of these guys play their best, you know, when they get between the lines. So like, you never really know sometimes. Like a guy might look bad in practice and go out there and go crazy. So, you know, sometimes you need an opportunity. I miss Travis Frederick too. Like we would not be concerned about anything right now, offensive line wise. Double R Swain as a co-host. I feel that. Yeah. Hey, when opportunity presents itself, man, you have yourself ready to go. And you have yourself ready to go by being properly prepared. You know, my uncles have, you know, they have 5 P's, man. They say proper preparation prevents poor performance. So, you know, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You know what I'm talking about? So this is how I feel about that. You young, you ain't gonna get too many opportunities to show what you're worth. You know, when you get an opportunity, you gotta grab it by the horns. Because sometimes you only get one shot. Because imagine if Dak Prescott went out there in 2016 and he didn't play the way he played. He might have never been a starting quarterback again in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? He would have been a guy like Cooper Rush maybe, or, you know, a guy like Garrett Gilbert. You know, didn't take advantage of their opportunities when the time came for him. What game on the Cowboys 2023 schedule are you excited about watching the most? I think Bills game going to be wild. Both. I be forgetting about that dynamic that Trey and Stephon gonna be playing against each other. So yeah, I do. But you know, I don't think that's gonna be a real focal point of that game. 9 times out of 10, this game gonna be played in bad weather. It's probably gonna, even if it's not snowing, I expect there to be high winds. So I don't think either quarterback is going to be the deciding factor by passing the ball in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? So even though it's going to be like a headline matchup, you know, I think that would be different if the game was in Dallas. But because it's in Buffalo, I don't know how much the passing game is even going to affect the outcome of that matchup. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to throw the ball in Buffalo with the snow and the wind. So now that we got that out the way, what else we got on here? Cause we talked about Schottenheimer. You know, he did have some praise for Kellen Moore's system, but you know we're still gonna fine tune it. We're gonna take out those curl routes and stop routes, and you know we're gonna add on much more West Coast concepts, more run after catch concepts, so on and so forth. You know, we talked about that Dallas Cowboys looking at kickers. Well, we talked about Big Duke feeling good about Mdoga being a backup. We talked about Deuce Vaughn getting the approval of Will McClay, you know, the mad scientist behind building this roster. He said, run the ball. Nobody wants to catch a frozen ball. Yeah, like you're going to have to run the ball. So, you know, we better hope that our offensive line can run block. The girl that be hanging out, Law Nation. Okay. Run the ball. Nope. Yeah. You better hope your offensive line is run blocking at a better level than they were at the end of last season. Without Terrence Steele, your running backs as a whole were averaging under 3 yards an attempt. That was piss poor. You know, that was bad. That was downright bad. You will not be able to do that, you know, and expect to win a game in Buffalo. You got to average at least four yards of change. You got to be able to establish and win up front along the line of scrimmage. There's no way around that. And of course, you got to hope that your running back stay healthy. You know, we're going to be asking a lot of Tony Pollard this year. We're going to be asking a lot of probably a guy like Malik Davis. We're going to be asking a lot for probably Deuce Vaughn, whether you believe it or not, even if he's only the third back. So just make sure your O-line and running back room was up to par when we go to Buffalo. So I agree with that. Run the damn ball. Even if you have to run Dak Prescott a little bit more. If Dak Prescott got to go out there and run the ball like 7 or 8 times, you know, you got to do what you got to do to win. Said Double R said his show would not be kid friendly. Hey man, sometimes you gotta tell it how it is, man. Like you can't be filter. You gotta say the unadulterated truth sometimes, and sometimes that's not friendly for kid ears. The game I mark X by first is the Jets, because South's been talking, Micah been talking, plus it's Aaron freaking Rodgers. We owe him, and that's gonna be the home opener, man. I think that's gonna be a fire game. I think that's gonna be a real good game. So yeah, man, I like it. I like that. I like that thought. I like that thought process. And man, like I think I'm gonna try to go to that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna try to go to the home opener. Hey, shout out to David Sorrells for the $5 donation. They got you another entry into the raffle, my brother. So if y'all want to be like David and improve your chances of getting the Dallas Cowboy jersey, just hit the Cash App. It's floating at the bottom of the screen right there in the blue. Not quite Cowboy blue, but it's about as blue as I can get it. So if you want to participate and get you a chance to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey, just send $5 to $Hennythemoor. And if you want the chance to win a ticket, you know, support this raffle, because if this raffle goes well, we will be raffling off a Dallas Cowboys ticket next month. So, matter of fact, what the hell I was supposed to do when the schedule dropped, and y'all charge this to my head and not my heart. When the schedule dropped, I was supposed to do a poll on which Dallas Cowboys home game y'all be most interested in going to. So, you know, I'm going to do a poll. I'm gonna put it up after the show. You know what I'm saying? He said, time for retirement. They got another opponent on game openers though. I know. I hate that we gotta. Well, I don't. Cause we're gonna beat the shit out the Giants. The Eagles, yeah. Like we got some good home games. We play the Jets. We play Detroit. You know, we play the Eagles, of course. You know, we play the stinking Giants at home. We play Washington at home. Sad thing is we only got 8 home games. So, you know, but I'm not going to send y'all to no rinky-dink home game. I know y'all is not going to be trying to go out there on Thanksgiving. Y'all going to probably spend that with your family. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll. Oh, well, shit. Darren said he is trying to go to the Thanksgiving home game. Okay, shit. Well, we'll do a poll, man. We'll do a poll for which home game y'all trying to go to. And then, of course, like I said, we'll do a poll, and as long as this raffle, you know, pays for itself and goes well, then of course we'll do the jersey raffle. He said I go to the Thanksgiving game almost every year. Okay, well that's what's up, man. That's a hell of a tradition, my guy. Hey, just make sure you take pictures, man. Just make sure you take pictures and show us when you're out there. The game I most like to go to is going to be the home opener. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that would be the first game I go to of the season. It's probably going to be the home opener. So yeah, we're amongst the top 4 in primetime games. Yeah, matter of fact, we're the top. Yeah. And listen, that's not even counting like our Thanksgiving game. They ain't count our Thanksgiving game in that. So, you know, theoretically, you know, with that, you know, really being Thanksgiving, all eyes being on it, that might as well be a primetime game. It might as well be a primetime game. So yeah, let's see. Tyler, he said Tyler never been to a game yet. Well, hey, we're gonna raffle off a ticket, man. Hey, it just depends on what seats you get, because we weren't watching the Videotron the whole time. Now I damn near, because listen, what's crazy about it is the game I went to was the home opener in 2021. I was so busy trying to take pictures and record, I almost missed Trayvon Diggs' pick six. And it happened right in front of me. I almost missed the damn play. But yeah, man, these games be lit, dog. The games be lit as hell. Oh yeah, and hey, I'm gonna follow suit like my brother Darren Southern's. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there in the chat, all the Dallas Cowboys women. Happy Mother's Day to my mother, and happy Mother's Day to my beautiful wife, man. Well, happy early Mother's Day to everybody. But yeah, so listen. He said, "What's up?" Yeah, it's a lot, because it's a fine line in between trying to juggle getting the memories and actually being there and enjoying it in person. You know what I'm saying? It's a fine line between that. Michael Autry said he went to the Tennessee game and a fight broke out. Now, let me ask you, did you instigate the fight? Did you instigate that? Let me know. Let me see. Are you sure now? You don't. This is a safe place. This is a safe place, my boy. Now, if you did it, just say so. I ain't tripping. I know I be talking about living righteous, but I've been around landlord a little too long, man. Like, I don't mind y'all being a little nefarious. Yeah, they also got a Black Friday game on the schedule. Listen, I'm glad the Dallas Cowboys do not have to worry about that. There's no way in hell that they're ever going to break the tradition of the Dallas Cowboys playing on Thanksgiving to play on Black Friday. At least not in my opinion. So I think we're penciled in. I think we'll pencil in every year for a Thursday game. I tune in and watch Real Talk. Yeah, listen, I always encourage anybody that has the inkling to start doing content, man, dive in the head first. Don't wait. Don't wait. Just jump right into it, man. Hey, I didn't think I would ever do content. But here I am doing a show down there every day. He said, Action Pal, yo, what's up with your hoodlum? Nah, they ain't giving up Thanksgiving. That's too big of a draw. He said, last Cowboy game I attended was when we played McNair and the Titans at Texas Stadium. Boy, that's been a damn minute. It's been a damn good minute. So, yo, man, I've been on here for about 53 minutes and some change. I appreciate y'all for coming to the liquor store and showing love, man. About time for my wife to get here, so I'm going to shut it down, spend some time with her. But I thank y'all for coming in, showing love to the channel. Hit that like button on the way out. Hit that share button on the way out. Slap a couple Eagles fans. Hit that Cash App on the way out. Do whatever y'all need to do. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, taking time out y'all Saturdays to come in here and listen to me ramble on about the Dallas Cowboys. So I thank y'all for the love, the support. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, but I will be on very briefly tomorrow to give y'all some content before I go out and do everything else I need to do. So tap back in late tomorrow. We will do a show. So thank y'all. And I always tell y'all to drink and drive responsibly. But if you see an Eagles fan in the middle of the road, you have my permission to run that goofy ass over. Thank y'all for the support, and I will get at y'all later. Peace and God bless.